Hey gang, Crooker here for Crooker Plays, and we are back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is Alpha 8, Phase 5, and we are sitting here at the foot of beautiful Lake Crooker. It is a fine evening, and we have done a lot of work here off camera, getting our base together. And let me see here. And there's our base so far. So we have a 2-tier base right now. And a garden facility here, kind of in the early stages of being created. So let's take a look at the garden, shall we? Inside our lovely garden, we have some fruit and some vegetables and some plant protein. These ugly things. And some more vegetables. Now, one of the things that I noticed, obviously, some of these plants yield 4 product and some of them yield 1. So what I did was I planted some of these textured plant protein vegetables. They're what are vegetables now. They used to be plant protein. And when you harvest these, you get 1 item or 1 unit of vegetables. But if you plant tomatoes, you get or pumpkins, you get 4. To the best of my knowledge, you get 4 vegetables. So I really don't understand the point of planting these if you can just plant tomatoes and get 4. It's the same thing for these grains here. I think that you would get 4 wheat as well if you planted wheat. Grains are good for plastics, but mainly what I want to do is when building food to carry around with me, I have found that the canned vegetables are the most efficient for effect versus components or ingredients that go into it. 4 vegetables, 1 purified water, and 2 spice. Now, I have one of these makes 4 vegetables, and one of these. Is this 2 or is this 1 spice? This is 1 spice. So for every 1 of these, you need 2 of these in order to make 1 can of vegetables, assuming that you have purified water in here. And that's just given. I have 3 water harvesters out in the lake there. So that's what I'm going to do for food, is make the canned vegetables. And of course, we've got our honey here, which is good for health. And I want to make 3 more of these so I can get 9 of them. And in fact, this is going to stay grains. This is going to be vegetables and spice. 2, 4. Oh, it looks like I've got a drone on the way, but my base will take care of that. And plant proteins are okay for making these energy bars here, but the energy bars perish time is 120, and the perish time in the canned vegetables is a lot more than that. And for the amount of food that it gives you, food energy at 128 and a perish time of 207, it doesn't make sense to not carry these with you. Even the canned meat. In the last game, the canned meat was better than the canned vegetables, but here for some reason they've ganked the canned meat, so the canned meat actually gives you 25 less food and 5 less health, and it takes 4 spice and 2 meat, whereas the vegetables you can grow. You can't grow meat. Well, you can now, but it doesn't make sense to not make canned vegetables as your primary food source when you're on the road. The ham is good if you have meat on, natural sweetener and spice, and that gives you 125 food, but still your best bang for buck is right here, 128 food. And for health, you can make health packs. Let's see here. A health pack, alien thorn and alien plasma and all that BS. Like, what's the point when you could just take a natural sweetener? It gives you 90 health. So all you need are 5 of these, and you've got your almost your full contingent of health minus, what, 50 points. So, you know, it doesn't make sense to not use natural sweeteners as your health food. So that should be all you need. Canned vegetables and natural sweeteners. And of course, you might want to grow some other stuff, like so you have some stomach pills on hand. It's always good to have stomach pills on hand. Although, having said that, spice will fix indigestion. So if you eat raw food and you get indigestion, one spice will cure that. It's good to have for poison bites. Is this no poison food? Where's the poison bite one? I can't remember. Oh, there it is. The anti-toxic ointment is good for poison bite, and alien teeth you can kind of find a lot. I have a bunch of those. Herbal leaves, plant protein. Those are relatively easy to come by. But you don't need this very often. Antibiotic ointment, dermal burn. You don't actually need frostbite, open wound, and necrosis. I haven't come across that yet. But for dermal burn, if you get shot by one of those damn bugs that I killed in the last episode, all you need is one natural sweetener and you are good. So again, the honey, that wins the day for the best single ingredient in this game. Now, as I said that, I have grown 2 more vegetables. So I'm going to take those and I'm going to use the vegetables that I have right now to grow more tomatoes. If I have enough in here. How many vegetables do I have? 5. I can grow 1 more tomato. I'm going to put that in there and that in there and grow a tomato. I might grow those. Output count 2. Output count 2. Oh, maybe those only give you 2. They used to give you 4. Output count 2. Seems like these only give you 2 now. I'm sure that the tomatoes gave you 4 before. But still, it's better than 1. And I think that's why the growth time on these is 30, whereas here the growth time in these is 25. But for that extra 5 minutes, it's worth it to get an extra... No, something is wrong here because textured plant protein will give you an output count of 1. And it says a 2 output count here. So I think something is a bit off. So once I get my tomatoes, I'm going to plant my tomatoes. Oh, you know what that is? That means output count of how many seeds you get when you make that. Right. It's not indicative of how many vegetables it grows. So when you make a tomato plant here, boom, you get 2 seeds for 4 vegetables. So that's actually pretty reasonable. So I'm going to put this stuff in my fridge. That and that. And that. Fruit juice is pretty good for health. I actually need some food right now, so I'm going to eat that. I'm going to put... oh, seeds don't really have... You know what I need to do is I need to build an organic storage container here for organic devices. or for organic materials. Sorry, I'm half here and half asleep. So let us go with a cargo box. 1, 2, 3, and a boom. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. Right there. And this will be for organics, for non-perishable organics. In fact, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my add to group cargo box. And perishable organics. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Okay. So you got non-perishable organics. In here we've got general cargo. So I'm going to go back and I'm just going to change this to general cargo. And normally and usually, and I will eventually here, I'll have about, I think 8 cargo boxes with different uses so that I always know where stuff is. I'll have one for like weapons and ammo. I'll have one for personal tools, one for organics, one for building materials, one for raw materials, etc., etc., etc. It makes it very much more organized when you're looking for stuff. So I got some tomatoes coming. Oh, they're so pretty and flowery. Once I have some tomatoes, I'm just going to build... Actually, I wonder if I can build another spice. How many spice? I need 2. So, I don't have any spice. Oh, yes, I do. What am I doing? There. I'm going to build 1 spice. And build some more nutrient solutions. Ah, it is morning. Look at that view. I posted a picture. Actually, I'm going to, if I can put it up, I'm going to post a picture here that I caught the other day while I was kind of at my base. It was becoming dusk. You should see it now. Unbelievable scenery in this game. I couldn't believe the colors. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, for a game, it's a game, but just unreal scenery. Okay. Should be ready. That right there. And I will plant those. So if I have 4 and 4, and I need 2 spice. So I can make 2 canned vegetables. I think with this here. Okay, I'm going to take this and this. I'm going to make another plant protein. I thought I could make another plant protein. Oh, I need 3? Okay. Do I have any in here? No. All right, then. I guess I'm going to have to wait for those to grow up a little bit. That was 4 vegetables. And that was 4 fruit. Fruit really is only good for making fruit juice. Vegetables are good for making a lot of things. You can make meat with vegetables. You can make vegetable juice, obviously, and you can make plant protein with vegetables as well. So really, you can make anything with vegetables if you have enough vegetables. You just can't make the natural sweetener with vegetables. What happened? Why am I decompressing? Oh, I'm out of fuel. Yikes. All right. Yikes. And I have... Do I have any fuel in here? Yes. I don't want to lose my plants. Fill. And oxygen. Fill. All right. One of the container boxes that I always have, and I think it'll be this one, is going to be fuel, O2, and H2O. So I'll always carry fuel, oxygen, and water in this box if I need a place to store it. So that, and that is going to go in there. Then I always know where there is some. But for now, I'm going to have to make... but I don't have... Ooh. I don't have any pentaxid left? Okay. So, what I'm doing right now... and I forgot to mention this. In the last game, I started working on... excuse me, my blueprint. And so my basic HV, if you haven't seen it, I'll show it to you. My basic HV is pretty compact. And I'm going to spawn it right... Oh, it's getting windy. Look at those visuals. I can't believe the visuals in this game. Unbelievable. Take this. Where was I? I'm going to... Oh, I'll show you this in a second. I'll show you the upstairs of my base. So, let us spawn... my basic HV. There she is. Oh, she is a glory to behold. A glory to behold. So, my basic HV has everything you need. I think for the most part, I think on this one, do I have a... I might not have... No. Yes, I do. I did put my armor locker on this one. But we've got our constructor here. Cargo. A harvest cargo box. Ammo. One Gatling gun. I have room for 2 Gatling guns on here. Thrusters, obviously. This is a harvest unit, which I really haven't gotten a hang of. A fridge there. And the only thing I don't have on here is oxygen. But I don't need it on this planet at this time. So we're just going to not use the oxygen. But this vehicle is really mobile. So I'm going to put my water in here. And we're going to go... I'm going to take those. And we are going to head up and get Promethium. I know I had some. Let's take a hop upstairs. Oops, you need your jetpack in order to get into my base. This is my living quarters right here. And there's a tree that I have to remove. I have to call the arborist because that tree is pissing me off. So I'm going to jump. Whoa! And I'm going to cut down this darn tree. She's a lovely old tree, but she's inside my base, and I can't be having that. Ain't gonna happen. So, you are going to become plant fibers. It was nice knowing you. Good night. There we go. That fixes that. Oof. Ouch. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to be clever and jump up. And trying to jump up. But I didn't wait for my jetpack to refill. So anyway, this is my home base. And that's a plant that I actually put there, but there's no more trees in here. And my little doorway to the outside. My turlet and my shore. And my bed. I'm so glad these beds work now. Oh. And my desk. And my couch. Ah. And I can watch my Netflix. My Netflix. All right. So, I'm going to... that might become annoying. It would be much better if these elevators were airtight, which they're not at the moment. I suppose I could put a force field up here instead of a what do they call that? Trapdoor or shutter door, I guess. But for now, I'm going to leave it like that. And we're going to hop in the car. We're going to put some fuel in her. We don't need any oxygen. We're going to turn her on. Whoop. Before I go, I'm going to load it up with my regular assortment of important stuff. So I'm going to make a couple of cores. If I can find them. 1, 2. And I'm going to make some explosives, which I can't make because I don't have any fuel. And I want to make sure I've got 500 rounds for my assault rifle. I don't have any sniper rounds, but I find the sniper rifle is just this side of useless. So I'm going to put away that minigun round because I don't need them. And I wish I could break them down into materials, but I can't. I'll put that wood in here. I'll keep this for eating. Keep that for eating. And just before I head out, I'm going to see if I have any more vegetables in the garden there that I can take. I'm going to put this in here for now. Make sure I have drill charges. I've got lots of that. Oh, I'm going to come back with promethium. Okay, that's going to go in the SV. This is going to go in the SV. This is going to go in the SV. This is going to go in the SV. This will stay here. This will stay here. Those are going to stay on my body. And that stuff, ammo. I probably could handle having a little bit more of that. Can I make a tier 2 assault rifle? I can, but I don't have any cobalt. Which I'm going to have to find in a radiated zone for that. Alright, make this up. I think I'll just take 10 of those. Because I think there's 15 of them each round. Take that. Alright, there we are. We've got 150 sniper rifle round. We are ready to head out into the rain and go after some promethium and see if we can avoid getting hit by lightning. So for now, that's going to do it for this episode, but please stay tuned. We are going, in the next episode, I am hoping to grab that promethium, come back here and start working on my SV, and finally starting to get an SV so I can go hit the moon and maybe explore some other planets. So, thanks again for watching, guys. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, And comment. Leave the comment. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? One of the many things that I'm doing wrong, I am sure. And we will catch you on the flip. Crooker for Crooker Plays. I'm out of here.